Alright guys, I have a lot of things to talk about in this video, so this is kind of a Hulk Hogan talking about his kind of things. The Hulk Hogan topic is going to be... Oh, my cat's be sick first, so 1 minute guys. Sorry, that wasn't a good entrance to the video, guys, was it? Sorry about that, entrance, guys, but we will get started now. Sorry about that, my cat was being sick, so I had to let it out of the front door for a minute. Anyway, on to this topic. I'm going to talk about two things. One of them is my Raw review from this week, but I'm going to talk about the whole thing, so I'm going to combine them in two videos. Well, both videos. So the first thing was, apparently I woke up this morning and a lot of people talking about Hulk Hogan's racist comments from like this audio he did like a couple like about 8 years ago, whatever it was, and apparently it got leaked to someone in the WWE. They heard it, they got offended by it, some stuff like that, and I was thinking, you know what, was this stuff real? And then I was reading more stuff, and loads of people doing videos like this morning and all day today, and it was even on the news, on even like regular news, like, you know. And I even heard that they even took down Hulk Hogan's merchandise just because he said the N-word about, and they even because he said something like he doesn't like Brooke Hogan's taste in men. Like, does it really concern Hulk Hogan if like Brooke Tessmacher, like, does it matter like what colour skin you are, unless you're still a human being? It doesn't matter if you're, you know, whatever colour skin you are. Does it matter? I mean, do we have to be? I mean, even Hulk Hogan said that word. Everybody's a bit racist. Not everybody, Hulk Hogan, is a bit racist, because I am not a racist guy. I respect all kind of human beings. Whatever the problem, and you know, I respect whoever they, I have friends that are different, and then I respect those kind of people, because I'm not racist, because I have, friends from like Slovakia and stuff like that. So I'm not racist like that, but I'm not racist because I respect all friends of life. And then that's what Hulk Hogan kind of, and then he had a statement on Twitter saying that was like 8 years ago, and he's like sorry about that. They should never leak that out onto the podcast anyway. It's like, what the fuck is going on with Hulk Hogan? I don't know. I mean, it's not just this, it's the sex tapes he's been doing and shit like that, and Hulk Hogan should have known better. I mean, WWE have talked about him tough enough and all the other things, and I don't want to really talk about it now, but basically that's all I want to talk about. I want to get on to this week's Raw review. So the other thing I want to talk about is this week's WWE Raw review for the 25th of 7th, 2015. I know it's been a long time since I've done a long Raw review. The notepad is back, and actually I was looking back at this notepad I had before, the notepad I had, and I'm going to tell you guys the last time I did a Raw review on this channel was the 4th of the 5th, 2015. I haven't done one since the 4th of May. And that was like 2 months ago. I haven't done one since. That is like a shocking to me. A full Raw review anyway. I should have done Raw review in 2 months, so there you go. I'm going to start this Raw. So Raw opens up this week. Raw opens up with Undertaker coming out. He talks about why he's back. I don't know why he's back, and basically he's back to basically take out Brock Lesnar because he was tired of sitting at home and talking about how Lesnar was, talking about ending the streak week in, week out, month after month, and he returned at Battleground to get his vengeance on Brock Lesnar, and then he says that he's the Grim Reaper again now that he's returned, and also like after that segment with Undertaker, they booked the main event, which is going to be Taker versus Lesnar probably at SummerSlam, and that was announced tonight. there's also been rumors that Sting's in return as well, so I don't know. And team up with Reigns and Ambrose. First match of the night was a Divas match. It was like Divas Revolution. Don't ask me who they are. I'm not really plugged into the product too much, so don't ask me who they are. Versus whoever. It was a Divas match. I don't know who won. Sasha Banks and Charlotte, who have been called up from the NXT roster, which I think is great for those two women. But one of those two women won. I don't know. They're pushing one of those two women anyway. Then Miz is pissed off that the Big Show knocked him out last night at Battleground, and then Triple H says, "When you're at me again, you're gonna go you're gonna face Big Show anyway tonight, like it or not." And then Miz is getting pissed off because he had to face Big Show. And then after that, the second match tonight is Los Matadores versus PTP. Los Matadores win by distraction from the New Day, because New Day did distract PTP, and the Los Matadores win by backbreaker. So it looks like at some time we're going to have PTP defending the tag titles against the New Day. I kind of found that coming in. That's probably going to end the feud anyway. Third match tonight is The Miz versus the Big Show. Isn't Miz, Big Show, and Rabbit still feuding? So where was Rabbit this week? I don't know. Big Show squashes him with the elbow and then cuts a mini promo. I don't know what they're trying to do with the Big Show. They're trying to turn him face or heel. I think at this point nobody cares if Big Show's a heel, and I don't think nobody will care if Big Show's a face, because he's been so much of a big face and he heals so many times that everybody's lost count, so nobody would care anyway. Then we got to a segment where Rollins is, oh wait a minute, then we get to a segment, where the Authority addressed the locker room, saying that you've got to keep Taker and Lesnar away from each other tonight, because they're going to tear the house down. They want to keep the fight at SummerSlam instead of tonight. And then Heyman comes out with a promo saying that Lesnar should have been WWE World Champion at the Battleground, but Taker stole it away from him. Then the lights go out. Taker tries to chokeslam Heyman. Lesnar runs down, saves Heyman. Lesnar and Undertaker have this awesome brawl, probably one of the best parts of the show. I really enjoyed it. And this Raw, to me, I thought this part of Raw was really good. And not only the middle of Raw, mostly the last few months, most of Raw, I've been really bored even flicking through it on the DVR. But when I saw the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar interact on this last episode of Raw, brawling, absolutely, it reminded me of like Mike Tyson, Stone Cold Steve Austin from like 1998, something like that. It was so awesome. And then they was finding brawling backstage. They had to like have like this cops, like pretend cops, more like indie guys like from the indie scene, like arrest Brock Lesnar or whatever. And then Undertaker had like these like big eyes, like you attack like that again, and I'm gonna get you. So that was kind of funny. And then we get to a segment where Rollins tells the Authority that he's happy that Taker and Lesnar are out the building, and he asks for some mic time later. And then Triple H says, yeah, whatever. The fourth match tonight, which was Roman Reigns versus Harper. I don't know who won this match because there was a lot of interference, and it kind of looks like there's going to have a 6-man tag match probably at SummerSlam between the White Family and Sting. The White Family versus Reigns, Ambrose and Sting, because that was kind of rumoured that they're going to have a 6-man tag match. I don't know, but probably is going to be anyway. But Ambrose makes a save anyway. Then Rollins tells William Garcia to say that Brock Lesnar won the match last night, but he's still the champion. Then Cena comes out. Typical Cena promo. I'm still not happy about John Cena burying Kevin Owens on top of that. Another video though. Fifth match tonight, which was Becky Lynn and Paige versus Naomi Tamina. Naomi Tamina win with the backbreaker. I don't care. Sixth match tonight was the main event, which was a 6-man tag match. It was Cena, Cesaro, and Orton versus Rusev, Sheamus, and Owens. Good match here. A real good match here, but I mean, like I said, the WWE don't care about these three guys. They're trying to build up the WWE. They're trying to build up, you know, You know, these three guys. I mean, they're trying to build up Sheamus' character again, but you know, since he's been back, I haven't cared about the guy so much. Rusev, they trying to build him back up again, but I guess he took Dolph off television, so that feud between Dolph and Rusev didn't make any sense. And Kevin Owens, I hope he can eventually get to a main event spot. I know he's been buried by John Cena, but I hope he doesn't fall into the category of like a Bray Wyatt has and a Rusev has, and I hope he can, you know, stay and keep him with those main event guys. But a guy who I am really impressed with is Cesaro, and Cesaro is one of those guys that has really impressed me. I mean, since he's turned business the last few weeks, I think he's got really over with the crowd, man. He was over anyway, but so like since like he's got really over and like turned face, I think he's getting really over with the crowd anyway now. He got a good pop, and actually, you know, I mean, he did get good parts as a heel, but he's in better parts now, I think, as babyface anyway. And then I want to talk about this match anyway. Kevin Owens basically says, "Fuck you, fucking Rusev. I don't give a shit what you think. I don't want to have anything to do with you because, like, whatever." Like, he doesn't want nothing to do with him because he's like tired of John Cena just thinking that he's just somebody, whatever. So he's like, "Fuck you, Cena. I'm gonna kick my advertising button in his face." Like, you know what? And then so he kicks Rusev in the head with a super kick. Sheamus stitched him earlier anyway. I think he broke it Rusev anyway, so Rusev now had a good night. Then Lana and Summer Rae in the fight. Then like, Rusev, what the fuck's going on with my team? My teammates have gone. I'm the only guy standing, so basically you got Cesaro, Cena, and Orton standing there. Basically Cena AA's Rusev. Then Cesaro does the big swing, and then Orton hits the RKO and gets the win. And that was the end of Raw. Raw this week was very good, only because of the Undertaker and Lesnar stuff. The other stuff was interesting because they're building up stuff for SummerSlam, and I like that. It's slow progress, but it's alright though, I like it. I don't know if Seth Rollins is going to feud with SW World Champion, probably John Cena now. I don't know if Kevin Owens is going to feud with now, I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions, and a lot of interesting things what's going to happen in the WWE right now. I'm interested in what they're going to do with the Divas now, with the Divas Revolution shit. And yeah, and that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys like my WWE Raw review for the 2015, and I did talk about the Hulk Hogan thing at the beginning of the video. If you guys missed that, check that out. It'll be at the beginning of this video anyway. So thanks for watching, guys. Brag out, leave a comment, and brag out.